Why not HIFU? Why not radio frequency? Why not aquafacial? Why laser? Very, very well known LED mask.
Yeah.
Burnt through its own LED mask. Burnt my patient.
Wow.
And like she's now left bewildered and wondering, this is a home product.
Horrific for consumers to have to go on, not necessarily really know, and then that happen.
Oh my gosh. How do you build a client base from scratch?
It's a difficult one.
Isn't it?
It isn't just like kind of like a one straight answer.
Scary.
It is scary because you can burn people. It's not just like these kind of more advanced treatments, and when it comes to like your injectables or your laser therapies, you have to know what you're doing and it has to be safe for your clients. You have to feel confident doing it as well.
Because skin isn't just skin. It's your story. And I'm here for it. I'm Kelly Sainer. Are you ready for some Barefaced Chat? Right, so I'm going to introduce this gorgeous human and you'll know why you are in this building per se.
Oh, thank you.
So listen to everybody that's listening. Aeva really represents for me like next generation. Right? Next generation industry. It's what we need. You are what we need. You're a breath of fresh air. Oh my God, I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to get emotional.
No.
It's ridiculous.
Don't make me cry.
I think you remind me when I was your age.
Oh.
Because you've got a real like go get like, you know, you talked a little bit didn't you about being younger and feeling like you were younger. Now, I always felt like that because I always looked quite young when I was younger, but and wasn't ever taken too seriously.
Yeah.
And that really resonated with me. So Aeva, for those that don't know, is part of our Renew Wellness Collective. And then from the moment that I met you, it was a really easy yes.
Oh,
we clicked.
We did. It was
probably
great.
a bit neurospicy as well. We both said that. Tell me you've got ADHD.
Yeah.
Tell me you've got ADHD.
Literally.
But she is absolutely quietly driven, grounded, genuinely passionate about what she does. And that massively resonated with me.
That's lovely.
Honestly, it's taken a lot to trust anybody coming in here. That's why I don't have very many staff.
Yeah,
because
absolutely. Yeah.
You've got, the minute anybody walks in, they've got to represent.
Definitely.
I've never done it.
I feel very blessed.
Sorry, I was going to say, it wasn't to get you to say that. But.
No, I do.
But it's a big deal, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely it is. Thank you.
You've described yourself as quite young in the industry, but what I see is someone who's already built something through hard work, resilience, and backing yourself when things haven't been easy. So for those of you that don't know, she started at 16, worked her way through salons, built her own client base from her spare room at home, navigated COVID, worked second jobs to fund her future, and has now created a business focused on skin and laser, which is where your real passion lies, I think.
Absolutely.
She's made the move to join us here at Renew, which is, unbelievably about surrounding ourselves with the same people. We felt it.
Definitely.
It's a big deal. You come across lots of people in this industry.
Yeah.
And when you feel that click, you got to go with it.
Absolutely.
So today I want to talk to you about what it's like building a business from being young, finding your place in this industry because it's huge and ever growing.
Yes.
And understanding where the lines are with aesthetics, beauty, medical aesthetics, all that sort of stuff because it's blurring.
It is.
And where you see yourself in the future.
Yeah.
So Aeva, welcome to Barefaced Chat.
Thank you. Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you for being here.
I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
So it's your first podcast, is it?
Ever. Yeah.
Oh my God. What did you think about it when you thought about coming on?
I think I was nervous, but excited.
Oh, good.
It's good to try something new,
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like you're an out of your comfort zone girl, given.
I do try to be, even though like I maybe not come across like that, but
that's why you are quietly grounded.
Yes.
You're not
I like that.
in your face.
Yeah.
You are one of these people that will pounce.
Yeah. When it's needed.
When it's needed. Like she'll come in from the back and you'll be like, whoa, wait, hang on a minute. But I see that because you're just such a gorgeous human.
Thank you.
Beautiful soul. I can feel it. Soul to soul.
Thank you.
So you're a bit nervous, bit excited.
Yeah, nervous, excited, just happy to be here.
Oh,
yeah, it's good.
That's mega. Well, let's start off with where you started.
Yeah.
Anybody that's listening, I think that it's really nice to have had Ollie on it. Ollie's 20, my son.
Oh, has Ollie been on it before?
Yeah, he's been on
Lovely.
it, loved it. And again, just was able to talk, wax lyrical about his own stuff.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, and I think the nice thing about having your own business is you don't get the chance to talk to your people
No,
about where you started.
not usually, no.
So this is your opportunity to talk about where you are today.
Yeah.
And it would just give people, they go, oh my God, no way. And they'll want to come and see you because that's what drives the passion to buy you.
Yeah.
We buy people.
Absolutely.
So was beauty therapy, is that the wrong word? Skin therapist? I feel like you were skin therapist.
I feel like it was beauty therapy to start with, you know, from leaving school at 16, that was, you know, that was what it was, beauty therapy.
Why did you want to get into it?
Do you know what? It was my mum.
Go on.
So she was the one that was like, I think you'd be really good at this. I've always been very hands-on, you know, not kind of massively into your education.
Yeah, same.
School wasn't really for me.
All cut from the same pot.
Yeah, literally. So that sort of hands-on was the avenue I knew I wanted to go down. And my mum was like, oh, why don't you, you know, train to be a beautician? So that's how it started, really. Yeah, from her saying that.
God, that word as well, beautician, beauty therapist, beautician,
yeah.
really changed, hasn't it?
Yeah. Definitely that to start with.
Yeah, okay.
You know, your nails, your waxing, that type of thing. Yeah.
Did you have a few clients, patients, my nursing?
Well, I was working for somebody, they brought the clients for me. Obviously, it was their business.
That's how it started.
So yeah, that's how it started. But you had people that then wanted to come back and see you. You know, it gets a little bit more personal. So yeah, it started like that, really.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you said to me a few weeks ago that you described yourself as, you actually said, I know I'm always like, I'm a bit young.
Yeah.
Why do you think that? Why that word? Like, why does that mean a lot to you?
I think with what I do in like this industry, you are looked at for a big responsibility for the clients you're looking after, the treatments you provide and the service, everything. And I think some people just think, oh, if you are younger, that maybe you're not as trustworthy, or, you know, there's that sort of like stigma around it, I think.
I agree with that. This industry is very built, isn't it? Like hairdressing on level of experience.
Exactly that. Yeah. Level of experience,
so
always.
You always feel.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And we're constantly saying, you know, as long as you've got experience.
Yeah.
But you've proved that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You started way earlier than a lot of people.
Definitely. And I have, although I am still young, because I started at 16, you know, like 7 years on, here we are. Yeah.
This is unusual.
Yeah.
To be saying that you've had a career for 7 years at 24.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
I know.
This is what I mean. She's got skills, this one. She's got skills. So when you're talking to patients or when you're talking to clients, do you ever refer back to the fact that I'm young, or do you just kind of know it because you know you're good at what you do?
I definitely don't touch on my age.
Good.
Age is like something I never speak to my clients about. A lot of people actually don't know how old I am because I just would rather not say, because I think that just comes with it.
I agree.
You know, judgment then. 100%. As soon as people know how old you are, it's just, even though maybe they've had a great service or, you know, it just is definitely a judgment, I feel. Not for everybody. Some people are super supportive and think that it's great and really like encourage it, but others can be, you know,
a little bit when they find out,
just like, oh, you know, how long have you been doing it type of thing. But yeah, like I said, it's not everybody, so I am lucky with that.
That's amazing.
My clients are great, you know.
There's definitely an attitude though. You've got a really different mental positioning, and I think that really helps.
Definitely.
Because I think there's lots of people that at 24 that to be like, and you're not.
You have to try and ignore the noise.
So true.
You know. You
are far more adept at things like Instagram and social media and TikTok and Snapchat than I am. 100%. Massive. That ship sailed for me.
Well, I don't even know whether I am really up to date with it, to be honest. I try to be.
Did you find that when you were starting your business out, you were trying to be, because you told me about the DM setter and all that business.
Yes, yeah.
How did that play a big part in your
I think
development?
Social media is something that I should have probably taken to earlier on.
I think everyone feels
just everybody says probably the same, but if I'd really like gone in depth with it and like, you know, explored it a little bit more, then I think it would have elevated me further. But you're not to know, and you kind of just, at the time I was just more focused on doing the treatments, you know, and making sure that was like of a high quality service for clients.
Absolutely.
So you kind of get lost in a little bit.
You do, because you're not actually that bothered.
You know, I'm not a social media like manager, or that's not what I trained in. So to be like hands-on, you know, experienced in beauty therapy to go to also be a social media manager and organizer of your page. It's
it's
a
tough,
lot.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Completely agree.
You
and I
have to
think
balance it all.
it's really tough. It's just, you feel like you need to swim in the right, you need to be in the right race because everybody's doing it.
Definitely.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
So I feel like there was loads of graft early on with your story. Like you worked your socks off.
Yeah.
Was that to get into, did you know early, I want my own business?
Yeah, I think I did know that. I come from like a family of self-employed people, so I think it always was there. And I think my mind is just like that as well. It's not that I struggle to work for people. I think it's just I would have always wanted that myself.
Yeah.
And when I was employed for quite a long time in like the early stages of, my career, I just always had that drive to like want to do it myself.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so I think it was just like always in the background, and then I eventually took the leap to do it. Yeah.
Tell me a bit about your family, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Tell me about your brothers and sisters, mum and dad.
Yeah,
what did they do?
my brother and sister, they're both younger than me. My brother, he's literally just left college, so he's still navigating what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Boys as well. You know what they're like.
Always. I have two.
But he's great, he's brilliant and he's doing really well. And my sister, she's got a job down in London.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, she's working with like, on campaigns with Adidas and stuff like that.
Very cool.
She's just sorted out all the marketing with the London Marathon that's just been on. So she's smashing it again, kind of that like self-employed aspect and doing
huge,
what she really wants to do in that side of things with like fashion and marketing. But my mum, she had a building company from me being a young girl, and I've seen her grow that on her own to start with. And then when she met my stepdad Steve, they built it together. So watching that from literally like 9 years old, I think has always had that drive and passion. Then my dad, he's had his own building company and ran his own pizza shop. So everybody's kind of like collectively in my family done self-employment and
it's
grown.
Almost in your DNA, isn't it?
Grown from the ground up, really. Yeah.
You got that drive. I was the opposite. Nobody in my family was self-employed, and
oh really?
Yeah, I was just like, what's this shit all about?
Yeah.
Why do we have to work for people?
Yeah.
But it was really more about what I wanted when I saw other businesses delivering this service.
Yeah.
And I was in the NHS. It felt a bit compressed.
Yeah.
I felt compressed in some way, and I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
I just knew I wanted to help people in my way.
Yeah.
Didn't really even know what self-employed meant at the time, but I too, from an early age, had a similar drive. So maybe that's where we both come from.
It's just sometimes in your own like head, isn't it? In your mind that you want to do that. But it's like a drive.
It's a drive, but it's a drive that has to be, there's got to be meaning behind it.
Definitely.
Because if you don't feel like you can do a better job than the next person, so there's a little bit of confidence in there.
There is.
Because
definitely.
you've got to provide a service.
You can do it.
You know you can do it. So with the jobs that you had and the support of your family and stuff, what was the biggest turning point through your years? Like, when did you go, makes sense? Was there an epiphany moment? Was there like, I don't want to do this anymore? Was there any self-doubt moments?
I think always like going into self-employment, there is always that like niggling self-doubt, I think there was times that I thought, and tough times as well, that I just thought, I'm not sure if I'm going to make this work. And, I think from the support of my family and especially my mum, just saying you need to keep going, like it's going to be worth it. And you don't see it at the time.
No, you're right.
But when you do turn that corner and things start to fall into place, you think, right, okay, yeah, it was. And you have to stay to like reap that reward of all that hard work that you've put in.
So true.
And I think it is obviously easier said than done at the time, but once you've got past that difficult stage and you've got the clients and you've got the business that you've always dreamt of having, that's like really rewarding.
Can you imagine yourself having a big salon with loads of staff? Or is that not?
No, I think like I've always said, no, I wouldn't do that. I don't want the big responsibility of it. And I think, to be honest, I still do feel the same now.
Yeah.
I quite like just being able to work in, the beautiful clinics that I do and have my clients and bring them in and have, have it like that, really, because it's a big responsibility.
Massive.
Who knows? I might change my mind, but right now I do feel that is,
That's not where you are.
I really enjoy doing it like this.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No, I think that's the absolute right way. You've got your head on your shoulders, and I think this is going to be really interesting for young women and men wanting to get into this and hearing your story. It's going to be really inspirational for women and men coming in.
Yeah.
But I think, having now understood where you want to be at this moment in time is really important for the next phase of where you're at. Yeah. Have you ever described yourself, has anybody described you as a woman in business rather than a therapist?
Not occasionally.
Yeah.
The odd client would say it, maybe a closer client of mine, but not really, no.
Do you see yourself like that?
I think I do now more than ever, but maybe not in the beginning, no.
You don't, do you?
No. I think when you're building it, I'm just a therapist, and my clients, like that's your focus. But I think as time's gone on, I do see myself more in that position.
Say
now.
it.
Yeah.
Say it, girl.
More women in business.
Oh, love that. I mean, it's something that I struggled with as well, but it's really nice to hear that you identify yourself as that.
Yeah.
Because it's true.
Yeah.
You're running a business.
Yes.
So, we can't go. And men would be like, yeah.
I'm
fucking doing business.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I think that it's important that we embrace that.
We do have to embrace it.
I struggled.
Yeah.
But I now, I'm a lady.
Big woman in business.
Woman in business. So what has it sort of taught you about yourself running your own business? Have you thought, you know what, I'm a badass, I can do it? Obviously, we've talked about self-doubt and stuff. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned about running your own business? Because I think people that see you running your own business, I've always felt, are a bit like, you've got it all.
Yeah.
And they're like, it's a nightmare. It's hard.
It's a graft.
It is a graft.
Yeah, it's a real graft. And like I said, you have to stick through them really difficult times where you just want to give up.
Yeah.
Like there's been so many times I just want to throw the towel in. I'm like, it's not worth it, And it's sticking through the difficult times, I think, that
100%.
that does build and create the business that you want in the end.
Yeah.
But it's just getting there. It's difficult. It is difficult. You can't take that away. It is really tough, but if you keep going, keep sticking at it, that's,
what pays off.
That's what pays off. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to talk a bit now so everybody is aware of what you actually do.
Yes.
Let's talk first about, so it's Aeva Skin and Laser, but we'll talk about, no, Aeva Laser and Skin. I say this every time.
Just like, do you know what? I won an award and they said it that way as well. And I was like, it's all right.
It's laser and skin, isn't it?
It is Aeva Laser and Skin, yeah.
Why do I say that?
It's fine.
I think because you're here, and here it's not laser, it's skin.
It doesn't really, it's not the end of the world. It
no, but it's your business name, you can't get it wrong. McDonald's, like you got to call it the right name.
Yeah,
like.
it's all right.
I want to talk through your actual, your catalogue. Of what your treatments are.
Mm-hmm.
So you didn't start doing lasers. Why did you introduce lasers? And then we'll talk about what you do.
I think because I always knew that I wanted to go down that road. Okay. Obviously started with nails and the kind of like standard beauty treatments, but I always knew that I wanted to elevate my services and kind of give that opportunity for clients to be able to come in and have them sort of treatments with me.
Why not HIFU? Why not radio frequency? Why not aquafacial? Why laser?
I think laser, and especially like with laser hair removal, it was on the rise at the time. When I got the machine, everybody was interested in having that done. And I think it has been my most requested treatment in terms of, laser therapy.
Okay.
People want the hair gone. Essentially, no one wants the hair if it doesn't have to be there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So that has been a big request.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So it worked for you.
Yeah, it worked for me. Yeah.
Okay, let's dial it. Let's circle back to the skin side. You trained with Illumia for your skin.
Yes.
Have you trained with other brands or just?
I did train with Image at the first kind of like beauty salon that I worked at. So that was like my first kind of like introduction to skin and skincare. Yeah. And then when I went self-employed, I trained with Illumia and chose them as like a partner, and then did my training.
Why did you choose Illumia?
I think because a lot of people in the industry that I knew had very, very good results with it. I knew a lot of people that had used it with their clients and had incredible results. And after speaking to the reps as well, you go around different skincare brands, but I felt like I'd connected better with that, and I was going to be able to provide a really amazing result for my clients. So that's essentially why I chose them in the end.
Yeah, they're a great
great.
Brand.
They are great. Yeah,
they've done really good. They've got a nice range, haven't they?
Yes.
Again, let's just go back to your catalogue, and then we're going to start going a little bit deeper. Tell us about the actual treatments if we were to go to a website and book.
Yeah, so obviously you've got like your laser hair removal surfaces, so they're on there. And then my advanced like peel facials with the Lumiere. So they're all bespoke, and you can have things like the Dermalux LED add-on, the laser machine, because it's an IPL, does also do skin rejuvenation. So there's the Lantern Lasers Illumi Facial, which is kind of like your biggest skin rejuvenation treatment essentially for all skin concerns.
All skin concerns.
So it is very much like laser and skin focused, just different elements and different treatments that you can have depending on, your concern,
skin needs.
your skin needs.
If your skin doesn't need anything, what would you say to somebody?
I'd just tell them they don't need anything.
Would you?
It's rare though,
Yeah, I
mean,
agree.
I don't usually get anyone coming in and saying, or coming in and having the best skin and that they don't need anything at all. I think.
But if you know the benefit of maintenance of skin.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes you see beautiful skin.
Yeah.
But they want to maintain it.
Yeah. I think absolutely. Like if people are coming in and saying like, I've not really got a massive amount of skin concerns, we could just look at really doing a maintenance, a monthly facial, get them on the right skincare routine, that type of thing. That's really the avenue that I like to take.
It's so annoying. Some people are like born with the most incredible skin. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. For somebody to come into my clinic and not need anything is just, it just doesn't happen.
Doesn't happen.
Yeah, it just doesn't. And even if they've got good skin, there's always that element of like, I'm wanting to prevent aging.
Yes.
Or, or
you could add a different route,
right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So then that's why you need that monthly maintenance and that, guided skincare routine as well. To prevent that really.
Differentiate between different sectors of ethnicity. So if you've got somebody that's Asian or of more Chinese, Japanese descent, so more that way, or you've got somebody black, or you've got somebody that's more Italian, like there is a different way to treat skin.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
Did that form part of your training?
Absolutely, and I think with the laser as well in particular, there's only Fitzpatrick 5 is the level that I can treat. So anything from 1 to 5 essentially on that scale. But then when it comes to peels, you do have to kind of like precondition the skin essentially before you're going in with a chemical peel, even at, just an epidermal level. Because each skin type, you don't want to cause things like hyperpigmentation or anything like that. So definitely depending on the skin type would definitely depend on how I treat that client.
Absolutely.
Always, yeah.
Do you always precondition? Fits 5 and up?
If we're 5, yeah.
Always?
Most of the time. If they're coming in for a peel treatment, yes. It depends on their skincare routine.
Yeah.
If they have got basically little to none or have never had any peel treatments or anything like that, then it would definitely need, preconditioning. It would.
It would. Any per se.
Yeah, because if they've not had that support or like foundation built, there's trouble essentially if I start going in with peels.
Absolutely. I mean, PIH is a protection. If when we see it, it's. I don't believe everybody needs preconditioning.
Yeah.
I think there are some fits 4, 5, and 6 where you could go in with a peel, just very light, based on your history, based on your note taking, based on your medical history, all that sort of stuff. Then you can make a decision. I think it's really tricky to feel like the fits 4, 5, and 6 can only do anything if they've got to spend all the money on preconditioning. I think
it definitely is like whenever you speak to a skincare brand, it's very, you need to do this, you must do that.
Absolutely.
Prior. So I think that is definitely
ingrained
in me from training. I think just from like safety and like not wanting to kind of take the risk.
100%.
But I guess that is just down to the brands and how they teach you really. And
I was
like
shocked
I
about the perfect peel.
Oh really?
It came from the US.
I know.
Across the US, the brand was no preconditioning. I was like, okay.
Really?
With phenol on a Fits 5, 6.
Right.
You could all skins.
Yeah.
I was like, what sorcery is this?
Yes.
And then immediately painted my entire body in it. But you'd be like, this is going to blow my mind.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I know, crazy.
But it works.
Yeah, it does. It's incredible.
It works.
Yeah.
So, I think that's I'd love to get that mind shift. I always say, if somebody comes in with a pigmentation condition, always precondition.
Yeah.
But there are peels out there where you don't have to. So you have to like unlearn what you've learned and understand the melanocyte pathways and the different stimulus. So, you can sort of get around it, but you can do home preconditioning, can't you? So
absolutely.
Depends on the condition. Anyway, let's get back to this. Moving to Renew Wellness Collective.
Yeah.
And we'll get back to your signature, because I want people to hear what you do.
Yeah.
Why did you make the move back to MAC?
I think,
as well as your marble.
I think it was basically going to give me another opportunity to expand my client base. And yeah, I just saw it as a really fantastic opportunity. And then after meeting you and everything, it was just perfect.
Oh my God, I'm so pleased. Well, we'll do that open day thing. Let people know they can come in. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
And once they get a flavour of who we are, see you, touch you, feel you, it's not as daunting, is it? And it's like, actually, that sounds like a great idea. Back to your catalogue. If you were to talk to us through, I mean, obviously, I'm not asking you to tell me every treatment or tell the listener every treatment, or anybody watching, but what, have you got like 3 brackets? Because I know you've got the signature and then...
Yeah, so in terms of like the
treatments and like your treatment types.
Yeah.
You've got laser and then...
Yeah, so in here, in like obviously the Wellness Collective, in MAC, I'm just going to be doing my facial treatments at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's really just essentially the peels. So with the Lumiere peels, like I said, you've got that treatment that you can have standard and then you can elevate that with the Dermalux.
Yeah.
So that is kind of like my area of focus with the facial treatments.
So it's just facials here.
Just facials here at the moment.
Mini peel. I'm going to get her on lasers, don't you about that? Okay, so have a look online.
Yes.
See what you've got.
Everything's on there. It's very straightforward. It's kind of like, first time facial for people that have never seen me before.
Yeah.
That's an option. Come in, have a consultation and then we can go in with the treatment.
Yeah.
And then, if people have been in before, then peels on there as standard. If you want to elevate it and have like the signature bespoke, that's when it's a little bit, you've got your LED added on and that type of thing. So it's a straightforward service menu and very like self-explanatory for clients to be able to guide them through that experience on there and think, right, okay, well, this is what I need, or this is for me type of thing.
Okay.
But I'm always there to help anyway.
Do you still think that LEDs you've got 2 camps of people that get it and don't really get it?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's massive.
Yeah.
But then when you ask people about what do they know about it, or do they think it's good for them, it's almost a bit like, it's like...
Some people just don't even know about it either.
Absolutely. But it's like an invisible treatment.
Yes.
And that's why it's hard to sell in sometimes.
That is why it is more tricky to sell. But I think as much as like people don't know, there is people that know.
Yeah.
And there is more people that know now than ever. So yeah, I think it's becoming easier to sell.
Exploded.
And, yeah, definitely.
Have you felt the impact of people doing at-home LEDs?
Yes, all the time. Clients all the time, yeah. And I'm like, okay, you've got to make sure you're on the right one.
Oh my goodness. Without wanting to name names, because I could call out a brand.
Yes.
A facial, very, very well-known LED mask.
Yeah.
Burnt through its own LED mask. Burnt my patient.
Wow.
And like she's now left bewildered and wondering, this is a home product.
That's terrible.
Isn't it?
Terrible.
She's been left with burnt. I mean, it's like outrageous.
That it's not surprising through some of the brands. It's horrific for consumers to have to go on, not necessarily really know, and then that happen.
Oh my gosh.
Just devastating, awful.
The amount of people that say, which one do you think? Which one do you think? Which one shall I do it? It's something that they can control at home.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful.
Got to be careful. You have to be so careful.
Yeah.
And I always say that to clients, like, if you are looking to get one, please just do your research or ask me and I can help. Yeah.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scary. It's awful.
Well, that kind of segues us beautifully into industry and regulation. So I think that, would you class yourselves yourself as being in the aesthetics industry? Are you in the skincare industry? Are you in the beauty industry? Are the two
I'd say
all three one?
they're kind of like maybe not so much aesthetics, but like skin and beauty is probably where I lie. I think even with like skin being laser as well.
Yeah.
I think aesthetics is more of your injectables, that type of thing. I feel like that's where that lies a little bit more. Yeah, I would say I'm kind of somewhere in between.
I agree.
Yeah.
But don't forget, to the public,
Yeah.
where do you sit?
Yeah.
Because you could absolutely go next week and train and do injectables.
It's true. It's true.
Which is great. But because there's lots of very, very clever and very, very talented therapists that are injectors. It's just the safety around it that worries me.
Definitely.
Would you ever consider doing injectables?
No.
Why not?
It's a difficult subject. It's taboo because it is just a grey area.
Yeah.
And I think for like non-medics and medics, it's difficult. If there's some non-medics that I know that have got such advanced training
Absolutely.
that they are probably just as good as somebody that is a nurse or a medic.
Yeah.
I think for myself, I think really just out of like interest in it, it's not something that I'm interested in doing. It's not the avenue that I want to take with my business, but also through the level of training that it would take for me to feel comfortable and safe to be able to do it.
I knew that word was going to come in, the safe word.
Yeah.
You've said it again.
I just
means more to you.
Yeah. It just wouldn't be something that I would personally do. But yeah, it's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. And it definitely does need some regulations, which I know are coming in place.
We're trying.
Yeah.
We're banging the drum. Without wanting to, berate our industry, and you said you mentioned non-medics.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about the current lack of regulation? Because when things do change, you will fall into a bracket, as will I, of where we sit.
Yeah, definitely.
And we will be compared to our peers.
Yeah.
Left, right, top, bottom, whatever.
Yeah.
You will be in a sea of people that are doing, because it will be about your level.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're a level 7, if you're level 3, whatever, it might give you the opportunity to be able to do injectables.
Yeah.
If you think, well, actually, that's the way it's going.
Yeah.
I like your take.
Yeah.
And your safety aspect. That's really encouraging to me.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about the lack of, does it worry you?
Yeah, I think there is so many, and you hear horror stories, I hear them in clinic, and you do just hear them in the industry in general, that it's not all, but there is a lot of people that aren't doing safe practice, and it is a big worry, and that's why the regulations need to come in.
Even laser, right?
Yeah, absolutely, with laser, yeah. It is one of them, if you've not done the advanced training, if you've not got the level 4, that type of thing, it is,
scary.
It is scary because you can burn people. It's not just like these kind of more advanced treatments, and when it comes to like your injectables or your laser therapies, you have to know what you're doing, and it has to be safe for your clients. You have to feel confident doing it as well. It's so important.
She's good, isn't she? She's good. She's brilliant. That's what people want to hear.
Yeah, no, it's true though. It is like I fully like stand behind that. Always, yeah.
I do think, and I'm going to stick my head above the parapet, there are some practitioners that are a little more reckless, a little less bothered by the safety aspect, prepared to be seduced by a filler and the money side.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Which, when you're doing it right, actually, it's not massive. Because you've got all your overheads, all your training, or or insurance, to make you safe, and you take all the precautions around all of that to be safe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I massively respect that viewpoint, Ava. I think that's incredible. You talked about the medics, non-medics. Do you think there needs to be clearer boundaries around what makes a medic and a non-medic? Because at the moment, I could teach you to do what I do and we do the same, and nobody would bat an eyelid.
Absolutely, yeah. I think really, if anything, it's like the level of training that needs to be implemented for people that aren't medic, and even medic as well.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it needs to be whether that's like its own qualification or that type of thing, that basically if you're under that bracket,
I agree.
you are safe to do that practice.
100%.
You know, it needs to be clearer. And I think it is almost like it needs to have its own qualification, whether you're a medic, non-medic, that type of thing, and you fall under that bracket then.
Agree.
It just needs to be, it needs to be clear, it needs to be safer.
Mm-hmm.
And it just,
a set of guidelines, its own guidelines.
Guidelines,
rules,
definitely, yeah.
So we're just going to go to talk a little bit about the education that you've had that take you to here. Are you, because obviously the word safe keeps coming up, which is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, are you thinking about the next like update that you need to do, or, you know, do you get updates from your...
So with like a Lumiere, for example, you can go on regular training with them as often as you like. Right. So that's really good. And the same goes with Linton as well.
Yeah.
So if you just feel like you need a refresh or want to just, expand your knowledge a little bit more, then you can do that, which is great, really good that they give you that opportunity to be able to do it, because the industry is always changing.
Yeah.
Things are always changing with people, you need that. You need that really.
100%. Okay, what's your favourite treatment?
It's difficult. I'm really 50-50 because I love my skin and I love my laser treatments. I think probably skin, like when I'm doing like facials and that type of thing for people, it's the most rewarding, because if somebody's really suffering with their skin and their skin condition, being able to transform that is amazing. So I'd probably edge like more to that.
Yeah, I get that.
But I do really love the laser side of things as well, and they kind of fall under the same.
When you see results anyway, like that, it's like insane, isn't it?
It is. It's amazing.
What does the future hold for you then?
It's a big question.
I know, it is a big question. Where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
I think just continuing to expand my knowledge, building, an amazing client base here, and just continuing to help and achieve amazing results for people.
That's the best.
I love it. It's my passion, and like I really do. I can't see myself doing anything else ever. So
I feel like you could do with a big board of like an amazing before and after, and last like Aeva and lights. That'd be mega.
Yeah.
Okay, so on reflection, then I think you feel like you're where you are right now. You've worked your socks off to get here. What would, if you had to wrap everything up and talk to somebody that was thinking about getting into the industry, what would you say to them?
I'd say it all drives from passion. Like, you have to be passionate about it. This sort of like industry, you have to care, you have to want the results for people, that is like the bottom line of it all, I think. And I think if you've got that and you've got that drive, you've got that passion within you, and you want to help people achieve amazing things, then go for it.
I'm all warm and fuzzy.
Oh.
It
is, so you have to feel it.
That's
feel
all
it in
it's
your
about.
core. In your heart, Absolutely it all
right.
This is like, it's a very giving industry, and it's a very rewarding one as well. So
do you think some people exploit that?
Yes, definitely. And everybody does it differently, but I think it definitely drives from like the want to and the love for it and the passion for it always. Well, it does for me anyway.
You exude that on a daily basis.
Thank
I am
you.
absolutely delighted to have you here,
Thanks,
have you with us. I feel like we're on a precipice, like on the we're the start of something really exciting.
Absolutely.
One of the things that we do talk about at the end is a Reddit style prompt. So people ask these sorts of questions through Reddit. I'm just going to go through a few because we can decide whether we answer them or not, because I think they're really fascinating. Is 24 too young to run a business? I don't think so. What's the best way to start in the beauty industry? Mm-hmm. You've said like early, training, going to college.
Apprenticeship, I would say, really.
Apprenticeship. Yeah. Should beauty therapists be doing injectables? Mm-hmm. How do you build a client base from scratch? Love that.
Yeah.
That might be a good one to ask to answer actually. How do you build a client base from scratch?
It's a difficult one.
Isn't it?
It isn't just like kind of like a one straight answer. I think it's a multitude of different things, to be honest. Social media is a big one now. I think more than ever, social media. Being constant on there, being consistent, advertising, like messy action, just doing the thing and pushing that forward.
Oh, I love that.
But also word of mouth. Once you've got them clients in, if you're providing that service, people will then go and tell people, reviews, that type of thing. It does definitely take a bit of time, but as soon as you've got that one and you've done that really outstanding service, that then just kind of, trickles into more and more and more,
yeah.
and then it's word of mouth, really. But
Absolutely does.
yeah.
Well, people buy people, Aeva, and I've bought you.
Thanks, Kelly.
Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it? Like, what did you? Is it what
Loved
you thought?
it. I feel like it's fine by
I know it's fine. It really has. I bet you didn't even. I bet you forgot, didn't you?
Because
I was just like,
I've been sat here for like 2 minutes.
She's got a voice like chocolate. I was like, yeah. Yeah, if you do my favourite, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
You've got a beautiful tone to your voice.
Thank you.
I'm
really
recovering
easy from a cold as well, so that's great.
I was going to say, it was hidden.
Hidden in there.
But yeah, absolutely loved it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining.
Brilliant.
And then we've had a bit more time to do another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Kelly.
You're welcome, babe. That's it for today's Barefaced Chat. Thank you so much for listening. If you've loved this conversation, make sure you follow, rate, and share. It really helps more people find us and join the conversation. I'll be back next week with another honest, unfiltered chat. Because skin isn't just skin. It's your story, and I'm here for it.